just by saying to you, this is inspirational. You all should be inspired by this turnout. But get 2 or 3 or 4 more besides yourselves. Organize yourselves. Jane Aiken is the webmaster, but that group is very organized. They meet once a month, and they've met once a month ever since the April 15 Tea Party. They're planning, right now that I know of, 4 big tea parties for April 15. The biggest one will be Manchester again. Portsmouth is another one, Plymouth is another one, and Concord at noontime is also a 4th that I am aware of through the group. That website will tell you what's going on. You should get involved. She'll get hold of me. She'll say, who are these people? Are they nuts? And I'm going to say, no, they're great people. You can become your town, Raymond Tea Party. Just give yourselves a name, and what you'll do is, and I'm going to recommend to her that you only have one head, just a lead. You can pick whoever you want. It's not a voting issue. Just pick whoever you want to go to the meetings. Because you can't have everyone go to the monthly meetings. You just have the leader go, and then they have the meetings like this and let you know what's going on until you manage. Stay organized. That's the key. Stay together. And every Tea Party group has its own flavor, its own tone, its own, dynamic. That's great and that's important. Just do what you think is best for your group. But in the end, when we have a Tea Party in the state, show up. Show up. You remember when Obama came to town in the fall?
Yeah.
Anybody there that day? Yeah, Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there. Yeah.
They lied.
Yeah.
They said he was gone.
Yeah, I know, but he wasn't.
Well, I found out, and I got a whole bunch of people to come back with signs saying boo. They wanted everybody to be gone. I was so glad I found out.
Make her one of you leave. The point is this. Once we found he was coming to town, what happened was it was my territory. Portsmouth's my area, okay? I said, good. So I got the word out. It's just email. That's all we don't, there's no money in these groups, I mean, it's emails. It's just staying in touch. It's communication. How many people showed up that day? 1,100 people. We got 1,100 people. They bust in the union, the SCIU.
Right.
AFL-CIO, they started showing up at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I had one of my bloggers, member of my group, he was down, he's a live blogger, and he's down there, and he's under a tent. It was raining a little bit earlier. And he's under this tent, and he's got his cell phone, and what I did was, I said, look, let's not go right there. Let's accumulate everybody. Let's shock them. We'll just show up all together. So we met at a parking lot, a vacant lot, right? Just walking distance from the school. So we staged there. Well, I kept getting these frantic phone calls. Jack, get down here. Busloads of freaking union people showing up. I said, look, calm down. Jack, I'm by myself. There's 400. I said, just wait. And there were about 40 or 50 people showed up on their own, on our side, just went right to where he was because they weren't with our group. So I was feeling a little better. But when he called me the 6th time, I kind of lost it. I said, don't call me again. Right? At 10 o'clock, precisely, look up the street. You'll be happy. At 10 o'clock, we started marching. And I'm going to tell you, it was endless. Everyone had their own signs, none of these pre-manufactured signs, and we weren't allowing anyone to wear purple. That was the rule. We marched ourselves down there yelling, no government health care. I'm standing on the front, and I got that bullhorn. And the union folks were in complete shock. We would double, triple their size. We got down there, and there they were. They go, oh, because they were intimidating the 50 that were across the street. The guy, they were just being tough on them. It changed everything, folks. The dynamics switched.
Numbers count.
I was there.
We took this.
I heard it. I didn't know it was him.
We outnumbered them 2.5, 3 to 1. During that whole day, we hung in the whole day. A couple guys came up to me. They were prior Marines, and they said, Jack, I'm really excited about this, but I'm also a little afraid. And I knew what he was getting at, and I said, well, what are you afraid of? He said, that we're that far from crossing that street. Don't worry about that. I said, why? Those people over there, they're paid to be there. These people here, they're patriots. They're not paid a dime. If we decide to cross that street, every one of those people are going to turn around and run like red.
You got that right.
I am telling you that's exactly right, and that's what's going to happen if it comes to it.
There's
This
less
is
of
a
them
power
now that
play by a
Acorn.
small amount of people, and he buses them in everywhere he goes.
There's less of them now that Acorn's under fire.
Oh, isn't that great too?
I love it.
I met Andrew Breitbart last Friday night and spent
Oh,
40 minutes with him.
Awesome.
What a character. All right. Listen, I'll finish up by saying, again, we're at a crossroads. We need to take our state back. We need to take our country back. We are going to do that. That's the hope that I have with all America. We're waking up. We're wide awake. You're here. That's why I'm excited about this, because you are also awake here. We're waking up a little late, but we were awake. I'm sure you were awake before that, but now you've got a group. You can connect with the other groups, and boy, there's power in numbers. There's a lot of us. This is huge. So thanks for having me here tonight. I welcome any questions you want to ask me. I can help you even more than this. We can stay in touch, and I'm glad to help you out.
Jack, you're aware that a committee in the New Hampshire legislature passed a rule barring open carry weapons in the State House.
Yep.
But I'm not sure that you're aware that there are two House bills.
Yeah, I am.
That are House Bill 1654 and 1635. There are a few of us here, the Browns, myself, we've been fighting this for 3 weeks.
Yep.
Are you aware that they want to attach a Class B felony to it? Are you
Yeah.
aware that they want to have a Gestapo police force in the State House that has the? Are you? What are you going to do if you're governor? What are you going to do about it if these bills are
First
passed?
of all, if I'm governor and I got the right folks, I have the right makeup, we'll repeal everything that they do. That's the other thing. We're going to repeal the BET tax, we'll repeal the LLC tax, we'll repeal every one of these new fees and taxes that they have put through. And we
So if these repeal bills appear on your desk, you will veto them.
I will.
That's a promise.
Oh, I'll veto anything that would...
Is that a promise?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. You heard him. One more question, Jack. We could use your membership and go to New Hampshire.
I'm already a member. You're too late. I'll tell you the story as to why I'm a member. Penny did it. I called up, and they wanted me to speak, and she says, "You a member?" Not yet. "Wow, you want to speak?" "Yeah, I want to speak." "Okay, join." Okay, so
Penny will get you every time.
she's good. I
Yes,
like
she
her.
is.
Come out as New Hampshire.
I want to see what you can do. Pretty much. I know you mentioned about freedom of speech, and for all of us to stand for ourselves and what's right. I was 9/11 first responder on the 12th, and a lot of y'all probably don't know, I do have government insurance, which is only limited. A lot of the workers will get stuck with a good portion of the bill. For instance, I went out and got a air purifier for my room. Takes care of 2 rooms. I didn't specify my insurance company from the 9/11 insurance what size you can get. They just said, well, take care of your health. We care about you guys. You know, that's our job. That's what it comes from. Well, I went out and got 2 small ones, and then 1 large one. I take care of the larger one where I'm always in all the time. Well, it turned out that my portable nebulizer broke, so I needed to go back to Concord to the medical prescription place to get a backup. They wouldn't help me out. They said, well, we're not going to give you anything. That's it, you're cut off. I said, why is that? Well, your insurance company didn't cover your air purifier. So you owe us $400, and we can't help you out until you pay that $400. I've been playing back and forth with the insurance company, and they said, well, hey, look, that's too big, we won't cover that. So then again, they're not communicating with the workers to what they can get to take care of their health.
Now, who's covering you? What's the insurance?
2 seconds. It is the...
Well, who you work for? Is
I was a first responder, I was a
firefighter?
I went to, it's called the World Trade Center National Responders Healthcare Program.
Okay.
But, I mean, and this is the stuff that I've been running into all the time. I've even had